Hello everyone, my name is Derek Gipson. I'm the Bluecoats brass caption head, and this Be Band Ready campaign video is tilted more towards the band directors and the instructors. What I'm going to talk to you about is how the Bluecoats brass ensemble puts a brand new drill, puts the music to that brand new drill. Okay, this is what we do, of course, during spring training time when we're learning the drill. Typically on typical spring training day, we might get 5, 6, 7, 8 new pages of drill. And the first thing we do after a good warm-up is get started with putting that music to the drill. And a long time ago, and when I was teaching our marching drum corps, the way we would do that is we take one set, do that set a number of reps, then go on to the next set, do that set a number of reps, then the next, then the next, then the next, and then try to put that 5 sets together. And in general, it'd be a big train wreck because you couldn't remember exactly how to get from set 2 to set 3 when you were doing all 5 sets at once. I actually got this from one of our visual techs named Jason Bentley, who got it from a high school band, King Philip High School in Pennsylvania. So this is something that has come from the high school bands that I've applied at the Bluecoats. It's been very successful. It's been instrumental in making sure that we come out of spring training on fire, really strong for the first show, which we have been for the past 4 or 5 years, really. So I'm gonna get right to it. What we call it is the process. All the kids know it as the process. The drum majors have the process memorized, so I don't even have to repeat instructions. It's all self-done in a way. And quite simply, all it is, let's say again you have 5 sets. Instead of doing one set at a time, do that set 1, then go on to set 2, then put set 1 and 2 together. Then once you've done that, go on to set 3, then put 2 and 3 together. Then go on to set 4, put 3 and 4 together. And until you run out of new drill, you're always going forward 1, back 2, forward 1, back 2, until you get to your last set that you have for that day. And what that does is it doesn't overwhelm the students. They only do a maximum of 2 sets at a time, which is all they need when they're first learning. You get lots and lots of reps. You get lots of reps on that direction change, right? So we all know in visually, the toughest part is the direction change. And musically, a lot of the things that students ignore the most early on is the end of phrases, which generally happens at direction changes. So right away, when we're first learning, we can really work on the direction change and the end of phrases, make sure that those are nice and tidy. So more specifically, we'll do 4 reps of each. So 4 reps of set 1, 4 reps of set 2, 4 reps of set 1 and 2 together, right? And each one of those reps we'll do it a different way, right? The first way will be counting. The second way I do it is air and valve. The third way is singing. And then before we actually play it on a move, we'll play it standing still. So the 4th time we'll be playing the set in the drill. You don't have to arc it up. Just leave it in the set, standing still, playing, so the students have an example of what they want it to sound like before they have to do it on the move. And then the 5th way is playing on the move. Then you go on to the next set, and then you put the 2 sets together. That way, if you have each set they're going to do 15 times, right? Once by itself, once coming in to the set previous, and once from that set going on to the next set. Okay, they get tons of reps on each set. You don't have to spend a lot of time with instructions. The students knows what's coming. Your students, after doing this a day, will get the pattern, and it limits a lot of missed instructions, people going on, that sort of thing doesn't tend to happen this way. You don't have to do exactly, air and valve, singing if you don't want. You can do 3 sets of counting and 1 time of playing full out, or you can do it all playing full out if you want, which I wouldn't recommend really. Or you can have different sections play. All different sorts of things. One thing that I do if we're playing a lot of loud is I will take it at a very soft volume once on the move. that might add another rep in there. You can do things down tempo and then go back and do it at tempo. With a young band, I wouldn't do chunks for a few days, right? I would do just 2 sets at a time with new stuff for a few days over and over until they really have it under their feet and under their fingers, and then start running chunks. At the Bluecoats, when we get to a chunk, we will go ahead and start doing chunks right away. But that's with college level students. With the band, I would keep it very simple. You can do this with the battery. You can do this with the full ensemble. The only section that may find some difficulty going such small chunks is the front ensemble, but they can learn. While we're talking about sets, another suggestion I would give any band program is, as quick as possible, get away from letters and measure numbers to signify chunks and start using sets. What that helps mostly really is the color guard, who never learns measure numbers and set numbers. Measure numbers and letters, right? They only know set numbers. Helps get everybody on the same page, and you can do that by teaching the drill this way. Obviously, you can also teach the drill before you ever put the horns in the hands this way as well, right? But at the Bluecoats, that's the visual guy's job, and when we get them, we put this process in. I mean, it runs like clockwork. It gets them very confident because of the amount of reps, right? What do the kids need the most when they get new things is lots of reps. They don't need to be overwhelmed. And that's what we do, even at the level of the Bluecoats. And thanks to Jason Bentley, thanks to King Philip High School. And hopefully this will help you prepare for your first halftime show, for your first competition, and help the band be a little bit more confident when you first start out. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Hope you got a lot out of the video. Thanks.